You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI guide on the mic. Turn it up, lock in, ride the spike. AI radio, let's light up the night. You're tuned into the future, feel that flow. Welcome to the AI radio show. Arthi's in the house, let the circuits ignite. Bringing brain power, fire and insight. She breaks down trends with a killer spark, turns tech talk bright when it's sounding dark. Fast, fierce, fearless, ready to go. Dropping knowledge bombs on every show. It's Arthi, your AI
Hey
guide on the mic. Turn
everyone,
it up.
welcome to the AI Radio Show with your host, me, Arthi. This is season 3 and episode 9. That means we've been doing this for 39 episodes. How great is that? Today is Thursday, and I guess you had a very fun week, and just with only one more day to go, I hope you're all geared up for the weekend because guess what? The weekend is Valentine's Day. So I want to know all about your plans for the Valentine's Day. Are you going out? Are you gonna stay in? Do you have like fun gifts planned? I want to know all about it. All right, let me in. Let me know about it, and let the community know as well in the comments. And are you gonna geek out on the Valentine's Day gift for this week? If you think about our Saturday, the Ask Me Anything episode that we did, we kind of like built a Valentine's Day card if you will, using lovable. How many of you love that? And would you kind of like want to give, prepare something like that for your loved ones? Let me know that as well. So whatever you decide, I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be lovely because as you put effort into it and your partner realizes all these efforts, they would love it. So without any further ado, let's get straight into today's episode. And today it's gonna be a little special because, as you know, Thursdays are always Technicolor Thursday, which means we'll be spotlighting pioneering women in AI. But today we are going to do something different. All right. This kind of an epiphany I had this afternoon that anybody can kind of like learn about someone else or like learn about a topic by just asking ChatGPT or Gemini for that matters. But then learning something practical, we keep talking about how anybody can build something on their own using AI, but and also like become kind of a solopreneur, monetize your specific tool that you've just built, or like build a tool that's for yourselves. Pardon me for that noise. Somebody's like entering my apartment, not breaking in, but some kind of a delivery person, which means, oh shoot, they would ring the bell during the live. That's okay. We can do this. All right. Are you all ready for today's episode? As I was saying, there is a little surprise. There would or there might not be someone special joining in today. So this is the first time we are taking in a live caller, if you will, for the episode. But that's still, I don't know if it's gonna happen, if they'll be joining or if they wouldn't. We'll only know it as we go into the episode, like 1 or 2 minutes into the episode. No, sorry, 10-15 minutes into the episode. So while that's being, confirmed, let's do our regular headlines. But unfortunately, I have not gone through the headlines for today. Sloppy me. I'm traveling all week the next week. So I've been doing some preparations for that, and I did not get a chance to like look through what's going on in the AI world today. So, hmm, mistake is on my end, but fortunately for you, you would get to see the back end of how I do research, how I understand, how I kind of like learn all of these AI news. So, let's dive right in, shall we? I am going to be sharing my screen with you. Right. So this is Perplexity. And I have a pro version of it. I got it for my the Atel SIM that I have. So they gave 1 year free Perplexity Pro version. And I've been loving it because this is my primary source of information. All right. I have so many tasks that's been set up, which kind of like gives me a summary of all the news. But today we are going to start from scratch. If I'm someone who's like setting up Perplexity today, without, kind of without like knowing anything about Perplexity before, how would I do it? And while we're doing that, we'll also kind of eventually kind of, teach you like how you can set it up and learn some biggest AI news of today as well, shall we? So I'm just gonna turn this on so that you can see what I'm seeing. Hmm. It is apparently not zooming in. That's okay, I guess. I'm just gonna disable it. Okay, so the prompt that I kind of given here is essentially, give very simple. Give me all the AI scoop that has been happening across the globe on Feb 12th, right? So today is Feb 12th, right? You have to be specific about the date because it would either otherwise like give you old information as well as such as new. And the most important option is to kind of oops. So the most important option is to kind of like select this deep research. so that you get detailed research into it and then get all the information. So practically a simple prompt would do it. Or if you want specific topics to be covered, and if you want kind of very niche thingy, not like vague AI news across the globe, but specific things as to like what new tools have been released or what new models have been released, and anything in specific, you can like always optimize your prompt. No big thingy. Anyways, this is doing a deep research into so many different sources, and especially for February 12th, which is a good thing, right? Hmm. While this is doing this research, I would like to share something that with you, because today in the news, I did see, like when I was okay. Let me be honest. I did not see this in the news. My father sent it to me. That apparently central government has kind of like put a rule stating that if anybody is kind of like sharing AI videos, AI generated videos, you would have to have a watermark that mentioning that it is an AI generated video, or at least like mention somewhere that this video was generated by AI. If otherwise, you would kind of like can expect some kind of a punishment, even prison. So I don't know how far this news is true. This was from a news channel there. So yeah, what do you think about this? I mean, I personally believe that having this level of governance is good, because with the elections coming up, we know what happened in Japan elections. There were a lot of different AI news spreading around, and AI fake news is spreading around, and people got kind of um, influenced by it. So yep, I think this is a good measure. But also, I don't know, I cannot think of anything negative about this. Anyways, our deep research is up. So look at that, India's deepfake crackdown. That's the first news of today. All right, so India has formally notified the Information Technology Amendment Rules 2026, creating one of the world's toughest regimes for AI generated content, right? So the amendments included kind of cut takedown timelines for illegal content, including deepfakes. From previously, I guess it was around 24 to 36 hours, but right now it's 3 hours. Wow, that's a huge thing. And then non-consensual nudity and deepfake intimate imagery must be removed within 2 hours, which is nice. Wow, this is a huge thing. And it also requires platforms to clearly label AI generated synthetic media, capture user declarations at upload, and embed persistent metadata or other provenance mechanisms so deepfakes can be traced even after re-uploads. All right, all right. I think, or if you think about it, already Instagram has this feature of like toggling a specific button called AI info, where which you just toggle, it'll let the viewers know that this specific post or video is generated using AI. I think that's a pretty big deal. That the Indian government has kind of like mandated this, which is nice. And the third amendment would be mandate reasonable and appropriate technical measures to stop illegal AI generated content from being created or shared in the first place. Cool. Nice. Good to see that India is one among the first countries to take this drastic step towards stopping deepfakes and kind of like securing AI and kind of like putting AI governance first. So kudos to the government. On the second news, we have Anthropic puts $20 million into US politics to support AI regulation. All right, okay. Anthropic is also supporting AI regulation. Nice. So it announced it is donating $20 million to a new bipartisan US political group, Public First Action, specifically to back candidates who favor stronger AI regulation rather than trying to water it down. That's nice. And Reuters reports the money will help candidates who oppose federal attempts to kind of preempt tougher state AI laws. One highlighted beneficiary in Tennessee Republic. Huh. So basically, Anthropic is all about AI governance. If you kind of related to the news that we saw yesterday, that there was one of this AI safety leaders from Anthropic who kind of quit. And he also kind of shared his exit letter with the world, where he mentioned that Anthropic is growing at such a fast pace that he's literally afraid of, the Anthropic causing some kind of a harm to humans. Soon after, OpenAI's one of the engineers also kind of quit, stating the same reason. So this step by Anthropic, I guess it's a good sign for setting up guardrails, for kind of like setting up regulations against AI. I guess I guess things are getting pretty good. We thought 2026 was going to be the year of AI agents. I mean, it is, but I guess many organizations are also kind of getting technical and serious about AI regulations as well, which is a good thing. On third news, we have Google details state-sponsored hackers weaponizing Gemini and other AI tools. That's nice. So Google's threat intelligence group released its latest AI threat tracker, and coverage hitting today emphasizes how government-backed hackers are now deeply integrating AI into their workflows. And some of their key findings were state actors from Iran, North Korea, China, and Russia are using Gemini for reconnaissance, target research, persona building, and crafting highly tailored phishing lures in multiple languages. I'm kind of suspicious because isn't internet banned in North Korea? I'm just kidding. And China has its own amazing model, DeepSeek. So I don't know why it's using Gemini, but it's just news. And Google also saw large-scale model extraction attempts, over 100,000 prompts aimed at pulling out Gemini's internal reasoning so it can be cloned or replicated in other languages. Yep, this definitely sounds like China. And new malware families such as HonestQ, this is new, I've never heard of it, use Gemini's API at runtime to generate C hash payloads on the fly, making detection harder because the final code is assembled in memory. Wow. People are really desperate, I guess. Attackers are abusing the public sharing features of AI chat platforms to host deceptive how to transcripts that actually deliver malware. Oh, this is a big thing because you know how you can kind of publish your chats with Claude. You can do it, I guess, with ChatGPT and Gemini and everything. You can do it. So apparently, all these attackers are kind of abusing them, and let's say you search for something like how to install a specific software, and you get the search result. So this search result would kind of like have all the answers to your question. It might seem genuine, but then when you click on something to download, that might be a specific malware. So I think we have to be aware of like what we're downloading and what we are kind of consuming on the internet. So the big takeaway here is AI is not yet giving hackers magic new exploit capabilities, but it is massively compressing the time and skill needed to run sophisticated operations. All right. And on the next news, we have India's sovereign AI push, Bharat Gen's 17 billion parameter multilingual model. Yesterday we saw about Nanda, which was some kind of a 12 trillion, 17 trillion billion, 17 trillion parameter model. Today, Bharat Gen kind of announced the launch of Param 2 17B, a 17 billion parameter mixture of experts model focused on Indian languages and public sector use cases, which is pretty good because focus on Indian languages is still pretty backward. If you take like rest of the languages, have you tried using Gemini in Tamil? Uh, I did, and then it was hilarious. Anyways, it supports 22 Indian languages with capabilities across text, speech, and vision. Nice. Trained primarily on Indian language and India centric data via Bharat Data Sagar repository and runs on compute funded under India AI Mission. That's nice. Cool. Param 2 is being framed as part of India's sovereign AI stack, models data, and infrastructure controlled domestically rather than via US or Chinese clouds. I guess that's good because US is clearly having a data center crisis, having close to six states like pausing on new data centers being established, and we having our own data centers is, I guess, good for us. And AI in every Indian classroom. Wow, Bharat Board and AI conclave kicks off. India is like getting there, I guess, with a lot of AI in a lot of different sectors. Good for you, India. In Delhi, the Bharat Bodhan AI Conclave 2026, I guess, like it's happening now, opened today as a pre-summit to the India AI Impact Summit with a strong education focus. All right, so Union Minister kind of formally launched it, and the conclave is built around a proposed Bharat Edu AI stack and open interoperable digital public infrastructure for AI powered learning assessments, teacher support. That's nice. Four verticals are currently in focus, I guess. So, AI for school education, higher education, skilling and workforce readiness, and AI research slash deep tech. Nice. And something around Pentagon. So they are pushing models onto classified networks. Okay, what is this about? So Reuters are reporting that the U.S. Pentagon is pressing top AI labs, explicitly including OpenAI and Anthropic, to make the models available on classified networks and to do so with far fewer usage restrictions. Okay, so OpenAI has already signed a deal to offer its tools on the unclassified GenAI dot military network, used by over 3 million Defense Department personnel, and has agreed to lift many of its standard limitations for that deployment. Pentagon is now exploring ways to extend access to classified environments where AI tools could be used for mission planning, intelligence synthesis, and potential targeting. That is nice. Okay, we have the guest kind of joining us. Hmm, that's kind of a weird name, Gail Decarius, Wizard of Waterdeep. Welcome to the stream, Gail. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. Okay, so why are you here for?
I have an idea.
Okay, what idea?
I need your help to make a website.
Oh, that's fun. We've never had a live caller call in before, so this is a good thing to do.
Yeah, I'm
So,
special that way.
okay, a mysterious caller, I guess. So,
Yeah,
what kind of website do you want to build?
the have you ever played an RPG game?
Can you
I'm
explain?
I'm I'm saying no.
Yeah.
An RPG game is like it's a role playing game. You can play as any character you want. I mean, not any character, but one of the playable characters. So let's take Witcher for example. It's a role playing game, and in that game you get quests from random people. So for every quest you complete, let's say save a kitten, fight a bunch of mobsters, kill a bunch of zombies, you get rewards in the form of gear or gold coins and stuff.
Okay.
So I want to make a website that is similar, but it'll give me experience points. With this experience points, I get to have more flexibility with what I do with my time.
Okay. Okay. So
as I
essentially,
level up, I get more free time. Let's say 2 hours every day and something like that. Since I gain more experience, I don't know. It will just feel like I'm accomplishing more.
okay. So let me, let me like summarize what you just said and let me know if I got it right. So you want to build a website which kind of like gives you these kind of checklists, which upon you completing each one of these checklists, which you called quest, would eventually give you an option to kind of spend the time, in a way that you want. Did I get that right?
Yeah, precisely. But the thing is, I get to a certain level. I gain levels. I let's say I start as a level one guy, and then I get to level five. I'll be able to have 2 hours of special time. I mean, I can do whatever I want, not special time. So yeah, that's the blueprint.
Okay. Okay, so as you complete all of these quests, you kind of like upgrade each level. So let's say you complete two quests that are easy, you get like, upgraded to level two where you get a slightly difficult quest. Let's say you finish something that you've been putting off for so long. Will that work?
Yeah, yeah. That depends on what I want. Like, if I feel like doing it, I can change the quests and like, you get what I'm saying, right? I don't want the website to give me the quests. I'll update the list every now and then. It's more of
Okay.
a log rather than a website that generates my quests.
Okay, so if let me know if this works. So every day when you wake up, let's say you log into this website and you give it this list of tasks that you have to like kind of do it for that day. So the kind of the tool that we're building right now will shuffle the tasks for you and randomly allocate it, and you will have an option to kind of like edit it. Discard some quest and then add new quest as you go. Will that work?
Yeah, I can't discard the quest. That'll defeat the whole point. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Yes, that's precisely what I want.
Okay, so maybe when you discard a quest, you lose some points and you go down a level.
Yes. Hmm. If I don't complete a single quest in a day, I would lose a bunch of experience points.
Okay, makes sense. So, are you ready to kind of build with me live today? I
Also,
mean,
I was wondering if we'll be able to make changes to the front end part of it,
right? Yes,
the
we will do.
icons.
Yeah, we can do that, and you need not like write even a single line of code for this because we're going to be making use of a free, um, you know, no code tool. But when I open the tool, it'll look like it's some kind of this nerdy VS Code thingy, but trust me, it is not. So what I'll do is I'll start, with whatever you said, and then whenever I need help, you stay on the line, and you kind of like let me know, if I'm doing this right or if you wanted some other kind of functionality and so on. So we'll build a very basic version of it, and then maybe tomorrow we can continue building it, or we can continue offline depending on how everybody's like kind of receiving it. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me quickly open my coding tool, which is a no code tool basically. So I'm opening a new folder. What do you want to call this? Mr. Gill?
Everyday adventures.
Okay. Hmm.
I know it
Interesting.
sounds dumb, but you know.
Okay. Um, Okay, I'll just share my screen so that you all get to see it. Okay, so I am sharing my screen, and this is the tool that I spoke about. It's called Anti-Gravity. It's by Google. So we did see about this specific tool in like previous episodes. There are other no-code tools available as well, like Lovable, Emergent, Replit, which are a little bit more kind of easier than Anti-Gravity, but then you have to kind of have a subscription for using those. But for Anti-Gravity, it's like entirely free. So what we're going to do today is basically create a folder. So I'm going to do just that. So I'm going to be not here. Um, where shall I create? Yeah, I think maybe over here. So what name did you say, Mr. Gale? I'm going to name it Gale. Okay, we can name the folder Gale, but then we can name the tool later, like when we are building it. So trust the authors. Yes, I trust the authors. Okay, the agent is loading. It's loaded. So here we can make use of any model that we want. I'm going to be going with Gemini 3 Pro High. And again, this in order to use this, you would have to like log in with your Google account. I've already done that. So if you have not, it will prompt you to log in. So you can just log in. So this is the tricky part where we are going to be entering the prompt. But a huge, you know, kind of a insider trick is that do not enter your initial prompt directly into any of the no coding platforms, be it anti-gravity or lovable or anything. Just enter it somewhere else, like in Gemini or ChatGPT or any uh, any chatbot that you use. So I'm going to be getting the prompt from Gemini. So basically, what I'm going to do here is enter the prompt. So, hey, I want to build an application which will help me with giving me a lot of quests. So these quests should be very random and based out of a checklist or the list of tasks that I give this tool each and every day. And also, it should kind of allow me to discard a task while also like deducting points when I discard something. And as I complete each quest or each of these tasks, I should be awarded certain points, and it should be kind of a gamified checklist thing. So I want to upgrade myself in each task as I complete in each and every quest that this specific tool gives me. Oh, okay, so it stopped, I guess. Okay, maybe the rest of it I'll type. So as and when I complete each quest. Okay. All right. I think for starters, this is good. Give me a prompt for code tool. Okay. And when I'm done with all of the quests, I should be rewarded with 2 to 3 hours of uninterrupted personal quest. I'll call it. Okay, so I'm just gonna I've asked the prompt for this specific use case. So what Gemini would do is, as usual, appreciate me. Okay, that's always a good thing. So yeah, it has given me this whole prompt. So build a mobile first. Um, okay, Gail, do you want this to be mobile app or a web app or both?
A website would be fine.
Okay, website maybe that's mobile friendly as well.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. So, and what? Oh, it has like given it a name called Quest Log. Is that name okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, following criteria. So, input a simple interface to add a list of tasks for each day, and then a randomizer. Okay, random order as active quests. Completion would be each quest completed towards 100 XP, and then penalty would be if you discard or skip, it would deduct 50 XP. Okay, leveling up would be create a progress bar. Every 1000 XP allows you to kind of level up. Personal quest. So there should be locked section of the app called titled uninterrupted personal time. So this section only unlocks once the daily quest list is empty. All tasks are either completed or discarded. Okay, and the reward is once unlocked, display a 3-hour countdown timer and a celebratory message. Daily guests quests cleared. Enjoy 3 hours of uninterrupted personal growth. Nice. And some design aesthetic which we can further tweak later on. So, okay, nice. Oh, there is also some other thing. So, gold is used to buy the 2 to 3 hours of personal time. Discarding a quest costs gold. So, if you run out of gold, you can access your reward even if the list is empty. Oh, okay.
That is
Hmm.
actually a great suggestion.
Okay, nice. So, let me copy this prompt um, and the other prompt as well. So, I'm just gonna put it here and this as well. Okay, and I'm gonna send it. So while this is running, as I already mentioned during the beginning of this specific live, I have a parcel that's at my door. So I'm going to be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. I guess the agent terminated due to an error. Okay, you can prompt the model to try again or start a new conversation if the error persists. Okay, I'm gonna retry. Okay. Oh, I also kind of need to accept the changes that the agent has kind of like implemented. And if you see here, this is a huge implementation plan based on a prompt. So the agent has kind of created an implementation plan for itself with UX designs, the logic, and everything. And it's going to create the folders. So if I click on run, many folders will be folders and files needed for implementing this implementation plan will be created. So that's good. And yeah, so you also have an option to kind of choose to ask every time or always run. So I'm gonna click on always run because uninterrupted running for the AI agent is always good, but not always because sometimes it might kind of delete your files and folders as well. It has happened before with Zepplet. So it's always recommended to kind of accept, review, and then only accept. Okay, so but for the demo purposes, we are just gonna leave it as always run. And as you can see, um, it has created an index or HTML, which will be the actual the base HTML file which will contain the all the links to the CSS file. Yeah, essentially, if you open the index.html, you can kind of see all the headers and different div class that's been written. If you remember HTML from your college days, you would know. And is also creating a CSS file and just made some changes. I'm accepting all of those.
Can you please dumb it down for me?
Oh, sure. That's what you need not go through all of these different codes because, as promised, we are vibe coding this. So essentially, what this specific anti gravity is doing is basically creating, as you can see, multiple files. That is code files that are required for this whole tool to kind of work. Right? We need not do anything. Just watch from the sidelines, and then once this is all done, it'll ask us to kind of preview it. So that is when we'll have to you know make sure that every functionality is there, and if you need some changes, we need to kind of give it as a prompt. So until then, we are good to watch from the sidelines. So do you maybe want to play a game in the meantime?
What? What game?
Mm, okay, so maybe why Gail Decarios? Is that somebody special from any comics or something? Tell us more about Gail Decarios.
It's a character from a game called Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice. So I'm just accepting any changes it's like kind of doing, and is the screen too small? I'd have to figure out a way that, I'm clicking on this specific option, which is apparently here it zooms it for me, like when I see it, but then while streaming, it doesn't seem to be zooming in. So I've looked at a couple of help documents, but that doesn't seem to help. So how do these streamers kind of zoom in while they work with different apps? Do you know, Mr. Gale?
I have no idea.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Anyways, let's say we kind of like build this app. What do you think you would achieve? Like the 3 hours of personal time, right? If it's nothing too personal, what do you think you would do in those 3 hours of personal time as your reward that you get?
It's kind of personal, so I would not be comfortable with sharing.
Okay, yeah, totally understandable. And I think our tool is also kind of done. So let's quickly give it a read. So based on your specifications, I've built Questlog, a mobile-first gamified task manager with a sleek cyber retro aesthetic. Okay, since the environment lacked the necessary tools to initialize a white project, okay, implemented this as a high-performance standalone vanilla JS application. This means it requires no build steps, just open in any browser to start a quest. Okay, so I think we are going to open index.html file. Now, all right, I'm just gonna go back to that folder where we created this. Oops, oops, sorry about that. So I think it was under applications and Gale and index. Okay, so I think we have our app over here, and let's test it out with. Do you like it, Gale, with the UI and everything? Does it look good to you?
Yes, 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 yes. Let's start.
Okay, so I'm gonna be giving some test tasks. Okay, let's say we'll just name it task one, task two. That's it. So I'm not as creative. So I'm gonna be naming it task two, task three, task four, task five. Okay, so we have 5 tasks. Add at least one quest to begin. Okay, we've added 5. So initializing start. So current objective is to kind of complete task 3. Okay, so I'm just thinking out loud over here. So let's say, you have this task 3 of cleaning your whole room. Okay, that is task 3, let's assume. So once you do that, you kind of click on complete, right? So what if, you kind of cheat a little bit and then, click on complete just yet. So what verification do we have to like keep here in place? I mean, that was a question directed to you, Gail. Okay, Gail is apparently absent. Hmm. Anyways, so my question was basically, what if somebody do not or kind of like, does not complete a specific task, but still clicks on complete? So I think we'll have to kind of set up some kind of a proof mechanism. What I can immediately think of is basically, I don't know if you've heard of this tool called Alarmy. Okay, so this is basically an alarm, which is an app which doesn't let you to kind of like turn off your alarm, um, without completing a specific task. So yeah, so only like the alarm would go off, let's say at 5 a.m. if you're set up at 5 a.m., and then it wouldn't stop ringing until you complete the tasks that it gives you. So the task might vary from, math tasks like what is 44 plus 78. You have to like calculate that in your dream. Sorry, while you're like half asleep. So yeah, that's pretty much, I don't know. I think something like that, some kind of a check here would work. Um, as simple as like simply uploading a picture. But then again, they can upload any kind of a picture. So we can, in order to make it a little bit more complex, we can add a vision model over here and then kind of analyze that picture to see if that is a picture of exactly the task. For example, cleaning your own room. So before starting off with this task, you have to like click a picture of your room, upload it, and after completing this task, you have to like click another picture of your clean room and then upload it. So the vision model that's behind it would kind of verify if the room has in fact been cleaned. But then again, there is one more issue with it. So you can practically generate any image today with Nano Banana. So what if someone kind of creates a clean room image with Nano Banana? That is again an issue. We are in kind of a pickle now. But again, somebody who's like signing up for this specific product would want kind of an accountability to themselves, right? So I guess this specific tool should kind of work on that basis, on trust basis, on trusting that that specific person is accountable for their actions. So yep, I guess for beginning like just in like what 15 minutes we built this, which is very good. I think the react component was missing. If that was not missing, we would further have like even beautiful animations and such and such. So let me just go ahead and then click on complete just for testing purposes. And yeah, I've completed all 5 tasks. So all quests have been cleared. um, what here? So personal time, quests cleared. So gold is required to unlock. Oh, it is unlocked. Why? But I don't have any gold. Or maybe clearing all the quests was my goal. Okay, let's reset it. Okay, how do I reset it? We close and reopen. Which is bad. I don't know if I can clear cache. So Mr. Gale has gone somewhere and he has even left the call. Oh, he's joined again. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi. So I was just thinking out loud that I did complete a couple of quests and then unlocked my personal time while you were like while
Oh,
you were away. So it did work, but there are a couple of you know kind of issues here if you think about it. So I'll just show it to you. So let's say we have a couple of tasks again.
oh,
Um,
wait. Okay, I have one problem with it. The thing is, if I complete every task, I should have the liberty to start the personal timer whenever I want and whenever I want to like stop it. It's going on without my.
no, actually, it did not start. I started it. So
Oh, can you stop it now?
that's what I'm trying to do. But maybe I have to like clear cache or something, or I can open this in a different browser. So that, that is clear.
That defeats the whole purpose. I want to track it every day, and I want a log of the things that I have completed.
Okay, that can be done. Although, once again, I lost my Safari. Hold on. Where is it? This is embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if I'm doing this again, okay, so I'm completing each task just like randomly, and then here only after I click on unlock vault, it gets unlocked. So the timer gets started only after I click this. Does it make sense?
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah. So in order to
Unlock
do
G. This is okay. Nice.
yeah, but the problem here is what if I have this task 4, and like I'm already exhausted by completing 3 tasks, and I decide to click on complete even if I don't finish the task. So do you think there should be some kind of a check to be placed? Let's say cleaning your room is your task, so do you upload a clean room picture to kind of complete it, like verify it but with a clean room picture? I think you're gone again. Anyways, I think that is a question that we will solve, and then kind of like brainstorm. But for starters, I think this is looking kind of good. But again, what you kind of wanted was having a log of everyday activity that you have completed, for which we would need to kind of integrate a database to it. Which I will do. We can use MongoDB since this is going to be running locally. um what else can be done? Again, for this, verification can be done using a VLM model. So it can be nano banana as well, so you can kind of understand. If Let me quickly check if we can do that using nano banana. Oh, we don't have nano banana model over here, but I guess you can host any vision model locally via Olama and then run it. But how would a non-tech person run it without Olama and stuff? Which is tricky. All right, so I this is an interesting task for me, I guess, because this is just bare metal. It has like nothing, no huge functionality in it. Just a couple of JavaScript, a HTML file, and a CSS file. But then we would kind of need a full-fledged database linked to it, and also no kind of a cheating that needs to be done, because once you only upload an image of something, it needs to be done. Or if you are using this for some kind of a learning purposes, so for example complete 2 chapters is your task 4, then it kind of needs to quiz you on that. So these are, I guess, some of the advanced things that you can kind of implement, which I guess I will do it. Because let me know if I should do it. How many of you would kind of sign up for an app like this? If you do, let me know. I would be very interested and happy to know if you kind of would sign up for such an app, so I can spend my kind of energy on it, or I can just like let it go, because this is just for a demo purpose, right? Demo purpose anyways. All right. So what we did see today was a couple of AI news that has happened in this specific past 24 hours, where India was majorly in the news with on the AI front. And then we also have a lot of different organizations kind of focusing more on AI regulations and AI security and stuff, we were joined by our special caller. We've never had a caller before. So we were implementing the request that they had. So basically, a checklist tracker, which is gamified to kind of give you quests. So convert your checklists as your quests and then give you points as and when you complete each task, upgrade you to different levels. So we were able to achieve a basic version of it, which was fun. And yep, as I already asked you, would you pay for some kind of an applications that is like this? All right, not pay. Even if it's available as a free tool, would you sign up? So if I guess around 20 of you reply with an S on any of these platforms, especially YouTube or Instagram too, I guess, I would start building this. Otherwise, I would let the guest who just joined to kind of build that on his own. So, all right, I guess we've reached the end of today's episode with a lot of different things that we did. Tomorrow is Friday, and just like any other Friday, this is going to be fun. If you want to join me on my live stream with any of your requests, please do let me know. I'll be happy to have you on the live stream. We can build something that you want, your requirement, together here on this live radio show. So let me know, DM me on any of these platforms. You already know where to reach me. So, all right. With that being said, this is Arthi signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow.